It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Up next, we'll keep it within the NFC for this game between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. Michael Dixon with the honor of getting us started. And here we go from LA. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. They fake the handoff now, Stafford. Look at this, going deep right away. Well, they took their shot immediately. Would have been cool if they connected, but no luck. 2nd down. That's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them.
Yep.
The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
Monday.
Now we're on here with Blake Corum. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Jair Alexander with the stop.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Rams have the 1st down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
1st and 10 from the 43. Give to Corum from the gun. That one good for a gain of 4. It's 2nd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. They'll stick with Corum. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear a lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Has him on the quick hitter. Just gets the 1st and more. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Here's Jarquez Hunter getting his first look on the ground. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
On the play fake, here's Stafford. Catch me to the right side by Nakua. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Now a toss play for Corum. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Blake Corum touchdown. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? It sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Returning it from the 4. This makes it up to the 25. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. To throw, here's Milroe. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Jukes away from one. We will get this inside the 30.
Anytime you get that chunk of yards, gosh, you can just feel it in the stadium. It just changes the whole complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end this series with points.
So the big play has them well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30.
70.
First down throw here from Milroe. And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks finish off their opening drive. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford now off the play fake. Ball finds his back. It's Corum. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
It's Hunter on 2nd down. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. They gain 11 on that play, and that's going to be good for an LA first down. From the gun, a carry by Corum. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here's Stafford. Setting up the screen here for Corum. He gets it up a little shy of midfield. Dropped to the ground by Nick Emanwari.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Set. Who's 60?
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Seahawks swarming him, and down he goes. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Hey, 3rd down, I get it. Give your quarterback some freedom, right, to make a play, even if he's got to work backwards. But it can blow up in your face as it did right there when nothing opens up.
And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here. 19.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Breaks the tackle. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
From the gun, Milroe. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
They dropped their chance to get off the field. So let's see if this offense can make them pay. 3rd down. Shotgun now for Milroe. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. Now he's past the 25. Jackson, Smith and Jigba. He takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks break the tie here in the 1st. Jackson, Smith and Jigba with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. A quick 2nd score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines, because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker, because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Throwing now, Stafford. Dumped off to his running back. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4.
Ready. 250.
Shotgun snap to Stafford. This is hauled in by Ahn on the right side. And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe. Give him 8 on that one. And the Rams have the 1st down.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Set. Lady.
A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. It's a 14-7 game. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Rams football. They're looking at 1st down here. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Taking a chance to the end zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play. Following the near interception, this is 2nd and 10.
30, ready. 180. Easy.
It's Stafford once more. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Set. 260.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Ethan Evans on that a punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Escapes a defender.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On the jump.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Toss play. This is Walker. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master, seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone could finally get to him.
Buying some time right. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle. Milroe now to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's taken down at the 30. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
18 Cardinal. Pass the 50.
Now an inside give to Walker. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Milroe from the gun. Hauled in by Arroyo on the right side. And this one does not go far. Short, it's Milroe. Brought in close to the 8. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Come on. Hey, COVID-19. Check, Panther. Go.
Will give up the gut to Walker. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
Pretty easy for me to play armchair quarterback up here and say I just don't like that call on 1st and 5, especially when you get nothing from it. Man, that one stinks.
Panther 60. 18 Rattler. Ready.
To the air, Milroe. That's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks take a 13-point lead. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
You're going to go play action, Kate. You've got to sell. If you don't convince that defense you're running it, or if it's a situation where you never run the ball, you really do leave your quarterback dead in the water, vulnerable against a defense who will storm right past that fake and right into that pocket.
Second down run by Coro. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. These last two snaps, they have forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here who's got to compensate for 2 negative plays.
A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. That is Nick Emanwari. And the Seahawks getting back on his 6th interception of the season. Great team defense here. Got to him right as he was about to let that football fly, Brock, and the hit leads to a pick by their safety.
And an easy pick at that one, Kate. Not take anything away from who actually intercepted it, but that turnover was all about the guys up front. And one thing I love about today's game and analytics, we got more than just sacks. We get QB pressures, we get QB hits because we've seen the impact they can have, an impact that was felt right there with that INT.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Milroe. It's his target. That's Torrey Horton. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Rams going nickel here on 3rd down. Walker trying to run for the first. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short. Fourth down punt from the Seahawks. And that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground, Corum. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Stafford from the gun. He's got the hook up to Atwell. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. So we'll wait 3rd down and 9. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More football from SoFi in just a moment. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. 3rd and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
He's got it. That's going to be a 1st and more. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Throwing now, Milroe. A lot of mess on the move here. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st down throw here from Milroe. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Now, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Yellow waiting!
Stafford. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Offense in the hurry up here.
And the Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10.
1st down throw here for Stafford. Throw finds his back. It's Corum. Finds a seam. Left side. He's off to the races. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams chop some of the lead off before the half. It's a Blake Corum touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin off a pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and he can do his damage. Big time.
That one right down the middle. And the Rams get it back to a 14-point game. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. To throw, here's Milroe. Caught quickly on the slant. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The Seahawks calling for a timeout, so they're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Milroe with it on 1st. To the left, he's got Arroyo. Gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
Shotgun now for Milroe. First real mistake, that's intercepted. And the Rams make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
Well, every once in a while, this game of football becomes a game of chess. And how are you going to get your defensive players in the right spot, the right place? That dime defense, well, that was the right call. So many eyes on the football. And more importantly, the ability to go finish that interception.
Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining.
Ready. Number 20. 20 hot.
They take the handoff now. Stafford connects on the crosser. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
That's good for a Rams. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. Back to throw it. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
And this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Throwing here just before halftime. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Jair Alexander. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He dodged the tackle, and that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now, I think they're going to have to stop things here. Yep, and they just did. One of the Rams is hurt, is going to need some help out there. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. The third quarter's going to start with a run by Walker. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Start. Driving 19, Charger. 19, Charger. Ready?
From the gun, Milroe. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
This one is also going to be incomplete. Knocked away again, and they're left looking at 4th down. Seahawks bring it out the punt team. Michael Dixon will kick it away. Takes it in at the 26. He lost the football. And they dodge a turnover there on the return. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return.
It is a fine line, Kate, for these returners, right? You got to have bravado. You got to have confidence. But you can't be reckless. And that time, that ball gets punched out by that returner's trying to do simply too much. It almost ended up being the wrong kind of highlight.
They're going to run on 1st down with Corum. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going. I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throw here, 3rd down. That is incomplete. He keeps feeding it to his back, but this one, a rare miss. That's going to bring up 4th down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
The Rams are set to punt. Ethan Evans, the one to kick it away. And this was certainly a miss hit, low and pretty short. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a walker run. They'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Jared Verse on the tackle. Now, after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Come on.
Here's Milroe to throw. Completes this one to Dontavion Wicks. They'll have a 4-yard gain on that one. He's taken down at the 44.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Ready, set.
Rams add a man to the secondary. 3rd down. They'll motion him out of the backfield left. From the gun on 3rd down. Looking slant route, complete. They got the football, Brock, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker, 4th down. They'll bring out the punter here. And they could really use a good one here. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Corum to begin the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Shotgun snap to Sanford. Nakua here. He's got it. And this is across midfield and into enemy territory.
The Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot.
Push 60.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for Chris Godwin on that play. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage to the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. Throwing now, Stafford. Toward the end zone, but incomplete. That's going to force them into a 4th down decision.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks, doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
Set. 180. Easy, easy. Milroe.
Stafford gonna go on fourth. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. They'll go with Walker on the counter. Fights his way through a tackle. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Milroe looking to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. That one's out and cut on the right side. And this is brought to a stop up at, say, the 34-yard line there. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
Milroe from the gun. The throw left side, caught by Smith and Jigba. And he'll get it up to the 44. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Walker on 1st down. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. It's Azareye'h Thomas making the stop.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Milroe now to throw. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. On the draw, it's Walker. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. The Seahawks have the football, up a couple of scores to start the 4th quarter. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. To the air, Milroe. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
1st down now, ball at the 33. Throwing now, Milroe. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked off by Azareye'h Thomas. And the Rams have some new life in the 4th. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Throwing now on first down. Stafford. Throwing the out route complete. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. First down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Back to the line they come. 2nd down.
Double up. Down. Blue 60.
Stafford from the gun. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Ready.
3rd and long for him here. Oh no, they get him yet again! Picked off by Julian Love. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. From the pistol, give here to Walker. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Throwing from the gun. It's dropped underneath. Walker. Oh, and they got it back. This play is still live. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make him bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Milroe throwing on 3rd down. Escapes the pocket. He's making a bid for it. That's the 1st down, and he's still going. And he'll give himself up to end the run. That's going to move the 6. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Here's Milroe, 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, he just took his medicine.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. Stafford to throw again on 2nd. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day. I've got to imagine, partner, there are a lot of folks shaking their heads at seeing that. He has battled interceptions all season, and here, well, he's now been picked off on back-to-back drives.
Yeah, shaking their heads because on this drive and throughout the season, the adjustments just haven't been there. The picks just keep coming week after week after week, and this time, back-to-back series.
Escapes out to the left. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. They get an even 10 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st down throw here from Milroe. He's got it near the 8. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust.
And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks have likely locked up the win right there. Jackson Smith and Jigba with a touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Point after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks stretch their lead to 21. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. On the play fake, here's Stafford. Get some space around midfield. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. Give him 24 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Give to Corum from the gun. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. We'll get an injury stoppage. That's one of the Rams who's pretty shaken up and being tended to. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap to Stafford. You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Third and long. They're going to throw. Throwing for the back of the end zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. Just can't finish the play. Well, this one's interesting, right, Brock? It was a good play overall defensively, but you still come away maybe a little upset knowing a pick would have taken away a field goal try altogether.
And that's what they're thinking defensively. And offensively, as a quarterback, you take a big old sigh of relief. Thankful that that mistake didn't cost you points.
Nakua here. He's got it. Oh, forget that was fourth down. That is an impressive 22-yard pickup on any play. And that gets him a first down.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on fourth down, it may mean sometimes thrown into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 7-yard line.
Hey, 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 hey.
It's Stafford once more. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Set. 250.
Now Stafford again. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams get it back to within 2 possessions. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
That one splits the uprights. And the Rams get it back to a 14-point game. With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And it looks like the Seahawks are able to recover that kick. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Go play action here. It's Milroe. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They can revisit that play in the future.
And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Milroe to throw on 4th. That's caught. Here's Arroyo. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Seahawks approaching win number 7 on the year. New set of downs for them from the 31. There's a give inside to James. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Now run, James. We call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's third down. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down.
Okay, ready? Come on, 18. Here we go. 19, 70, here we go.
They'll air it out on third. Has him on the quick hitter. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives the Seahawks the first. Running with James. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's second. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Lining up to take a knee on second down. We're drawn up for him. Setting up for the kneel down on third. We're drawn up for him. The lead looks safe, but the pedal's staying down. They're going for this. So it's a win for the Seahawks. And partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to keep every game level, and no opponent's bigger than the other, but familiarity does breed a little more contempt, and we could feel it today, and that's why that W is a little bit sweeter.
So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks winners as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.